Hi there, it's Kevin with GatheringMagic.com here with a round number 2 with Modern Masters with Black Blue Fairy Rogues, Goblin Fairy Rogues. Alright, let's play first. I like that plan. This is a keepable hand. We got the Spell Stutter Sprite, the Rothy Trapper, the Thieving Sprite, and another Thieving Sprite. If we draw another land, this is just going to be awesome. This dude's going to be immediately cycled. No, we'd like to mulligan. See what we're up against. Let's get some more information right off the bat by cycling our Street Wraith. And see if we do hit that other land. Another Thieving Sprite. Oh, wow, this card. This is going to be a great, great hand if we can actually get this to go our way. No first turn play on him either. Let's see if we can draw into that third land. We have plenty of turns for this. That's actually a great card to draw into, because now we have a better suspend target here with the Cloud Skate rather than the Spell Spreader Sprite. Definitely liking that turn 2 play. We can bounce back a land if there's no other targets. Puts him back a whole turn if we do that. If not, we can just bounce back a creature. So he might be going against Rebels here. Yep, I'm thinking that's what is going to happen is we're going against the Blightspeaker Rebels deck. He's going to be able to get a lot of Rebels. But hopefully we draw into that land. Come on. Land. Do it. Do it. See if we can get a land. If we're not, we have a play here with... Oh, wow. Okay, so we got it. So we're going to start the spriting. We are going to start spriting him, and he's going to have no cards left after we sprite him to death. So probably just get a land here. And that's fine with me if he wants to give me a land, because next turn I'm doing it again, and if he gives me the option for a land, we're just going to keep... Okay, so we get rid of the Imp, which is fine. It's a 2/2 flyer. That can always block our dude. And next turn we can either Spell Stutter Sprite. It depends if we get a land. If we get another land, I'll keep up the Spell Stutter Sprite. If not, we will just play another Thieving Sprite, and this time we get 2 options. Alrighty, so it is a Seekers, and he is not going to attack with his Blightspeaker. That is smart. I would block. And let's see, so Riftwing has one more counter on it. Do we get our land? We don't get our land. We can actually evoke here and send back a land to his hand. But what we're going to do, we're just going to keep the spriting. And this time he has to reveal 2 cards. And I'm definitely going to get rid of probably a land here, if he gives me the option. If we can keep him off that 4th, so it's a Tidal or Sculler and an Amaru Scout. He can already use his other dude. It's going to be the Tidal or Sculler that's going to get discarded. A little more powerful than his little Scout. And we'll get in there for 1. Take him down to 19. I'm going to lose a life from this Blightspeaker. But he might actually end up getting his 4 lands here, and then he can just start going crazy in putting in the Rebels. But if he did stumble on lands, I'm going to start returning lands to his hand. Because this hand, what I can do is I can return a land with the Cloud Skate, and then I can return a land with the Aether Snipe, if I so choose. Because this puts it on the battlefield. Oh, yeah, it does. Wow. So he is going to go crazy with these Seekers. I'm going to have to get some aggressive draws here. I'm going to have to get something that can either remove these dudes or... Like a Marsh Flitters would be great, because that's 3 power on board that then I can start hitting him with, and he'll have to leave back blocker. So he's going to start searching for more Seekers, I'm sure. I'm sure that's what the plan is. So the Cloud Skate comes in. I'm going to probably bounce a land here. Or bounce it. We're gonna set him back. We'll bounce this. And there is the other land, so we could go... Sprite makes him reveal 3. That won't be his best card. Well, let's get a... Yeah, we're definitely gonna the Thieving Sprite again. Other than I can't counter any... No, he's just gonna use this to start getting rebels, so the Spell Spreader Strike's not gonna counter anything. And now it's 3 cards, so he's gonna be able to keep one of his cards here. If he gives me that choice for that 2/2 Bound in Silent, don't really... Okay, an Amaru Scout, Amaru Seeker, and a Bound in Silent. I'm not worried about any of those things here. It's definitely going to be the Seeker. And we can get in for 2, 4. So the race is definitely on now. Because he's going to be able to get in a lot of Rebels per turn. He could actually put in... That's probably what he's going to do. He's going to put in a Deep Cavern Imp. Alright, this is going to be a Changeling. So that does change things a lot. Because I will attack in now with the Cloud Skate. And he can choose to block if he wants. Yes, he does. I'm glad he mixed that block. Because I do want that dead. And my Death Denieds eventually, I'm thinking, will give me the card advantage back. So, annoying little guy here. The more lands, definitely the merrier with him. But, I mean, it takes 4 mana to put in a 3 mana casting cost card per turn. But, I mean, it is card advantage. It is like drawing a card per turn. Eventually, he'll run out of Rebels. But I'm thinking he's got plenty of Shapeshifters and plenty of Rebels to go grab. And he's going to be on a flash clock if he doesn't find any sort of creature. I'm hoping it's not like a Demigod here. Demigod of the whatever, the 5 mana for a 4/4 flying lifelinker. That would be bad. Now, he's going to exile a bunch of stuff. What is Delve here? Tombstalker. Well, that's just going to get sniped back. Yeah, that's a good card. Definitely is a good card. But I do have the answer for it with the Aether Snipe. Or even the Rothi Trapper. There's our Death Denied. That's perfect. That's about the most perfect card we can ask for. We are going to evoke this. Send back the Tombstalker to his hand. And sack our Aether Snipe. And then we can get in for 3 here. I mean, he's going to be able to just hardcast that Tombstalker eventually. But I'm hoping we can just start tapping it down. Death Denied, if I get one more, can get me back everything. And, I mean, I'm going to keep up the tempo, the card advantage with him. Yeah, so he still can't even cast 7 mana to cast it. He needs stuff in his graveyard. Can't attack him now because he just puts in... Oh no, that's actually good. That's really good versus me. I'm hoping he wants to draw a card. Come on, you want to draw a card? Well, this is what we can do here. Oh, and I need another... See, he puts his Search Library convert back as 3 or less, put it on the battlefield. It's going to be another Changeling. It's going to be... I'm just going to put a Trapper out here. And we can always Sprite and counter something. So I'm hoping he just exiles the graveyard now with the Relic of Progenitus. Main boarded. Jeez, so good versus me. Yeah, he's gonna be able to search here. Probably get another Changeling or a Deep Cavern Imp or even a Seeker. Now, Barathi Trapper of his own, there's a lot of Barathi Trappers going around. So this definitely, Black-White Rebels is definitely a strategy I like to go as well. Probably going to be able to counter this. Oh, wow, look how many Thieving Sprites we're going around. Yep, we're definitely going to be able to counter this. And that way we're going to be able to get in for 4 now, as he won't be able to cast anything. And I'm hoping somehow he taps out here. Yes, so he cannot use his Relic of Progenitus to draw a card. Awesome. So it's going to be Death Denied if I can draw into a swamp here. If not, then I am in bad shape. So okay, Stinkweed Imp, that sucks. Alright, so we will attack in. Stinkweed Imps will be great for his Tombstalker, though. I get in for 4 here. Put him down to a 12. And this is an intense game here. Don't know why he's not using the Relic of Progenitus. He's not tapping it per turn. Interesting that he's not doing that. Interesting he mainboarded it. I mean, it is just a good little... I mean, it makes your your deck basically a 39-card deck. You get to play your 39 best cards and a cantrip, and he might actually have some combinations with the 2/3 flyer, the Gargoyle that gets it back. I mean, Progenitus has plenty of strategies in this deck. So I'm gonna cast the Stinkweed Imp, and yeah, he'll probably start exiling stuff if he's smart. No, he doesn't. Crazy, crazy. All right. But he's going to need to sack this so he can delve his Tombstalker. Alright, that is a bit problematic. I don't have any answer for it. I can tap it down, though, so it's not as bad as I think it is. So whenever you cast a spell during an opponent's turn, okay, he's not going to be casting many spells during my turn, I don't think. Yeah, so I can just tap it down and swing in for 5. There is my... We're going to try to bait out a mana here. For him to tap down one of my guys, and he doesn't. So I'm just going to attack in with everything except the Stinkweed Imp. Tap this guy down. And he's going to take 4 again. So he's three turn clock here. And these Death Denieds are definitely going to come out. The Street Racer definitely come out. Yeah, that hurts, actually. As he's going to be able to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And possibly even... Don't know why he's not using that Relic of Progenitus. You got to think he's gonna have to cycle it here. He can't be thinking that I have a Death Knight yet. Okay, so now he cycles it. That does hurt his own delve strategy, though. He's still on a faster clock than I am. But he can probably go get yet another rogue, I'm sure, or another rebel. Human rebel cleric, okay. And now I'm free with this Death Denied to just really go crazy. And he doesn't get in there for anything. I don't know why he didn't attack there with the scout. He's going to tap down my Stinkweed Imp. Okay, that's definitely fine. That is a great card. It will be able to kill his... Is it non-black creature? Okay, it's a non-black creature. Supplies on Arcane, and that is an Arcane spell. That's kind of cool, but I have to exile 4 cards from my graveyard. Man, Relic of Progenitus. Alright, we'll tap it down. And do the same thing. We'll put him on a clock. He goes to a 4. I go to an 11. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. I should be at a 4. Still can't cast his Tomb Walker. Bound in silence on a Stinkweed Imp. Okay, yeah, that's okay. Because he's still facing down death here unless he can find an answer. Well, actually he's not. But this way I can actually leave up my trapper on his turn to tap something down. I mean, this is a very intense game. Oh, what I do for a Siphon, the 2 mana gain 2 life here, which I might end up putting in. Or a Pepper Smoke. So untap up. Oh, so upkeep. What is he going to tap down here with his trapper? Going to tap down my thieving sprite. Okay. Another death denied. All right. I think all I do is attack in with 2, make him tap. I need to leave some blockers back. I need to leave well, I can attack with him, and him. And him. Now I can attack with all 4 of these this way, and he'd have to block. He could block. 3. On the backswing, I'm going to take some damage, though. Is this an instant? It is an instant. I have to leave it back, yeah. Alright, this is getting kind of scary. Because now I can start searching as well. We've got to kill off this guy, the Saltfield Recluse, for the win next turn. But we should be okay. I mean, Death Denied gets back a lot of stuff if I just go block, 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 and then I can recast some Thieving Sprites and things like that to exile more cards out of his hand. It's this Blightspeaker I got to find a answer for. Yeah, and I'll make the trade here. I'll probably make the trade with everything here. Yep, I'm definitely going to make the trades, and this might be bad. This may look bad. Wait, he can -2 stuff. I think, yeah, so just a Thieving Sprite. Okay, no. We can just take the 2. We don't even need to block. We just take 4. Is there anything that can just 2/2 damage beside this? So the Siphon Life can. If I block in like that. No. So we need, because we can't. No. Yeah, we're just going to take 4 and hopefully he doesn't have it. So we have 1 turn to kill him, though, is the scary thing. This might do it unless he's got another flyer. We can always draw into a bounce spell to bounce this back, or bounce whatever he... No, he's got to use this, though, to throw in a rebel. So he's not going to be able to do 1 damage to me. And in fact, we can just tap it down and make him in response tap it and see what he does. So very intense game. An island. Out of everything to draw, an island. Well, no, we got to leave this guy open. It's just going to be attacking with everything here. He'll tap down a ferry. But now I can just attack in with everything here. Is that the right thing to do? Nope, I gotta leave back some guys. Ay, ay, ay. So if I attack into this, yeah, he's gonna have to throw a dude in. Yeah, this is how I have to do it. He's gonna search for a guy. And does he even have one? Yes, he does have one at this point. And yeah, I just died to this little pinger. That's who's gonna end up getting me here. So one damage short, getting tapped down by everything. We're going to go on to the next game and see if we can deal with it. I mean, we got the swamps too late there. We had a good draw, though. I need these Murderous Redcaps definitely to come out. The Festering Goblin absolutely is going to come out in this one. The Retrace is actually very, very weak, so I'm going to go for like a quicker, like Mud. The Changeling's actually good. The Petals is decent. The strategy that I'm going to go now is I don't want to just get blown out by a Relic of Progenitus, and I think that might end up happening if I go this Street Wraith Death Denied strategy. Or maybe I just don't care about it. I mean, I like the deck. I really think that we're very well positioned for this, so maybe I don't need the Petals. And maybe I just go to one of each. I don't want the double in my hand. And I don't want to just get completely... Or maybe Siphon Life. I mean, maybe Siphon Life is the key to this matchup. So I'll play first. Hopefully I don't have to mulligan. And no, I don't have to mulligan. It's a risky hand, but I have action. And it gets really good with one more land, because I can get a Latchkey Fairy out. But I can't believe it's a Relic of Progenitus just really, really boned me that game. And just that pinger. The pinger did so much damage and just so much utility, grabbing a million guides for him to cheat out. So, lead off with the Changeling. Hopefully the Changeling gets a lot of damage in. And like I said, one more land and we are golden. Because we'll be able to cheat out this Latchkey Fairy. And he has no first turn play. So that is good for us. And there's our land. That is perfect. Okay, so now we're in golden shape. And it's a blue. Blue is perfect because then we can cast that Careful Consideration. I'll get in here with the Changeling, and First Blood is ours. And now he's got to be kind of careful because of the Spellstrutter Sprite. I mean, this is what's so good about the Changeling, is because it does have the option for the, oh geez, the Rothy Trapper. That that actually does mess up our plan completely. But we do still have the play on the Sprite. And now we have the mana for the Careful Consideration. So, and the Sprite will be able to get over top. And if he shows me land, I'm actually going to get rid of it. I think with Rebels, a lot of times they want a lot of land, and I want to deny him a lot of land. So if he does show me land and something else, I'm going to take the land here. So a 2/2 flying haste echo card, which is actually kind of problematic. Okay, so all right, that's a pretty easy pick for me. But again, next turn we have some great options next turn. Okay, that's actually going to allow me to get this latchkey out, which is going to be great. There is another land, more the merrier. Tack in with the Sprite. Do our damage. And play our Prowl card. Alright, so we'll draw the card. We have War and Pure... Oh, wow. Okay, so Echoing Truth. That would have been a great card last time. This is definitely going to be able to deal... I think we've got a too aggressive start here, unless he's got something that like deals 1 damage to each creature, which I don't think there is anything in the format. I don't think Pyroclasm was in it, plus he's not red. And we should be good. And he's going to attack him with a Seeker. I'm going to go down to 18. He's going to have to put out a... His Echo guy is his 2/2 Echo dude. And this way, I'm not going to trade a fairy for it. I'll just end up Careful Consideration instead this turn. So he's going to suspend an Ivory Giant, which is fine with me. And then he's also going to play his other Deep Cavern Imp, I'm sure. Or he'll just end up tapping my fairy. Yeah. Alright, so I know one's a Deep Cavern Imp, which you can't cheat into play. Yeah, he'll just tap it. Okay, that's fine. And we'll play an island. And I'll be able to get in for 2 now. And we'll play this right now. We'll play the Careful Consideration. Draw 4 cards and discard 2 cards. Fill our hand back up and get 2 decent cards in the graveyard. At this point, I don't believe that I need the lands. I mean, I kind of want to target for the War and Pilferers, but the War and Pilferers is card advantage. So let's get rid of the 2 lands. I don't need them. And yeah, we're going to out-tempo. We're definitely going to be able to just keep bouncing stuff back. And, I mean, this is kind of the Ivory Giant's kind of a pain in the butt, but we can definitely deal with it. He's going to have to keep spending a mana to tapping down this fairy. We got the Echoing Truth for his Seeker. 2 cards in hand. 1 is still a Deep Cavern Imp. We're going to get rid of the other one with the Thieving Sprite. We're going to get rid of his best card with the Thieving Sprite next turn. In fact, we could just bounce this Seeker and get rid of it with the Thieving Sprite. Okay. So I get to show him one thing. I'm going to show him the Pestermite, I believe. That way I can get it back. And I'm probably just going to end up... Yeah, I'll probably still end up Echoing Truth. Maybe his Thieving Sprite and getting rid of... Ah, jeez. So a Deep Cavern Imp is in his hand. I guess we just Thieving... He's going to tap down my Latchkey Fairy. Taps down my Thieving Sprite. Okay. And there's another Thieving Sprite. That's funny. This is kind of cool. So, we're echoing true. Return target non-limp and all other permanents with the same name as that permanent. So we get to return his Thieving Sprite and my Thieving Sprite back. So that way I can actually cast the one that's in my hand, get rid of his Thieving Sprite instead of his other dude. And still get in here for 4. So he's down to 12. Got Dose Thieving Sprites in my hand. I doubt he's going to be able to cast both of his cards here, so we're going to get some more card advantage out of our Thieving Sprite. Yep, I'm going to make him either discard his card, Nick. Well, I'm just going to hold off on attacking. Oh, it does have haste, huh? So I'm going to take 4 here, go to 12. He's going to tap down my latch key. We know the drill. I'm going to play another Thieving Sprite here. Get rid of whatever's in his hand. Just a land. That's fine, though. I mean, he won't be able... He'll have to discard something pertinent next turn, and we will get in for 2. And I guess I could Echoing Truth back this dude and Thieving Sprite to get rid of stuff, but I think we're okay. The race is still on our end, especially if the Warren Pilfer is being able to get back a Pestermite. And I'm going to go ahead and just cast the Trapper and pass it to him. So still an intense game, though. It's anyone's game. I have the card advantage. I have the big-time card advantage. He can't draw, so he's got to sack his Deep Cavern Imp here. He draws a card here. I go to a 10. He definitely could put down a Tombstalker if that's what he draws into. Let's see what it is. Nothing. Okay. I'm just going to Thieving Sprite again, I guess. And get rid of whatever's in his hand. See if it's another land. He just, I don't know why he's not choosing just to play those. A little bit interesting. We're going to get in here again for... For 3, I could get in there for more. I'll just end up tapping his guy down, though. He's down to a 7. One more counter on the Ivory Giant. Blight Speaker. Okay, that's fine. I'm going to end up tapping down the Seeker. And I don't think he's going to be able to come back from this. I can Echoing Truth back his Giant next turn. So I want to land here, don't I? Yeah, so he taps down my Latchkey yet again. I attack with everything. He doesn't tap down my Latchkey. That's interesting. He decided not to do it that way. I guess I'll just attack with all my flyers. See if he does it now. Interesting. Well, I guess I attack with just the flyers here. Or is he just dead now? See, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, he's just dead. If I attack with everything and then just echoing truth his Rothy Trapper. No, that sends back my own Rothy Trapper, but I'll just give back his Blight Speaker. And he can only block 1, and he still takes 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I guess I could have just Aether Sniped there too. So he can block a Changeling or a Trapper. I mean, either way, it doesn't matter. It's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. But he does have one card in hand. That is true. But I still believe it's over. Yep. Okay. So I'm gonna have to play this. We're down to only 6 minutes left each. I mean, this can be a very stall format. I think that. Geez, I kind of want to go a Raven's Crime and just make him discard stuff. In fact, no, he didn't get so much advantage. Yeah, I kind of want to go back this strategy. Yeah, okay, so I mean, I'm gonna put the Street Wraiths in, and they're good Swamp Walkers if I have to hard cast them. It's a way to break the mirror here, the Black Swamp Mirror. All right, he gets to go first. This is definitely a keepable hand. I do believe I do need a black, but just one black, and it works. And he goes down to 5 cards. I mean, he could still take me here. A good Rebel in his hand, and he could take it. And he gets a Relic of Progenitus. That does hurt my deck, but not that bad. I'm going to Changeling him. Hopefully he doesn't... whatever he does, I'm going to send it back to his hand. Yeah, I didn't see any 2-mana casting cost, or just plain. So he's going to have to cycle that Relic of Progenitus before it gives him any sort of advantage. I luck out and get my black mana here. Get a swing in for my Changeling. And next turn we can Thieving Sprite, and that will basically... that will really decimate him. Yep, he's yep, okay. So he's going to draw a card with the Relic of Progenitus. So... sets him back a turn. I'm probably end up bouncing whatever he puts out here. And he doesn't put anything out, so not going to end up bouncing anything he puts out here. That's just messed up. Because I'm in exile a bunch of swamps here. Or do I have to do non-land? We'll see. Nope, 3 cards. So I'm going to get swamp, 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 I believe. Yep, swamp, swamp, swamp. Exile 3 swamps from his hand. I can always Echoing Truth and get it back. I mean, it's a 5/3 on turn 3 anyway. See if this ends up working. I mean, it gets out of 3 swamps out of his hand, or out of his library that he could have drawn into. We can do it all over again in a few turns. But I'm just probably going to be able just to beat him down for 6 per turn. He's on a 3-turn clock. Got Pestermite and Thieving Sprite. I'm just going to attack in. And we're going to play the Pestermite bounce strategy. We'll just end a turn Pestermite, anything he puts out. And he draws a swamp. Well, he gets it. But it's going to be too little too late. I'm just... yeah, I'm going to end up Echoing Truth. No, I'm going to Pestermite it down. actually going to pester my untap a swamp. And just Echoing Truth it. And now we can counter it next turn. We got 3 fairies to counter anything that he puts out. Down to 4, and that is game. So we got our nut draw. We kind of lucked out to get that black. We definitely needed that to happen, otherwise we would have been in very bad shape. But yep, sometimes it goes our way. Definitely to Spell Burst right this, and that should be game. He should scoop here. And we're going on to the finals. So the Fairies gets us there. I really like his deck. This is definitely another strategy that you can go as Rebels. A very, very, very solid deck. Well done by Mr. Jorn Rotten. And yeah, Rebels or Fairies. That is definitely the most success I've had, is the Black-White Rebels or the Black-Blue Fairies. Again, I really like the Goblin Fairies. Actually just the Blue-Red Fairy Burn deck. So you get Lava Spikes, a bunch of fairies to kind of... It kind of works out how like Delver kind of worked. You'd bounce everything, burn them, and whatever. Anyway, give him a little condolence there, as, yeah, it's Magic. It happens to all of us. Anywho, that should be a wrap. This is Kevin from GatheringMagic.com. Thanks for watching.